And between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Wow, first play in the game sees 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Fielded just inside the 20. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Check match.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Brings up second and 7. Go check. 18 level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game has been looming on both of their schedules.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
19 wide. Ryan.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Room here to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Go, Reed, go! Buffalo 18! 19, 5 years! Hurt! Hurt! Hurt!
2nd and 11. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Okay, ready?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Ready to look, ready to look. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Joseph on for the field goal. A 23-yard field goal.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That's that's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And the second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Check, contact, check pass.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Hey, check that. Street. Warriors, 17.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go, Broncos. Street, street. Pat the street, pat the street. Drop 50, drop 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
19 right. Mustang 19. Big Lion. Go, Reed, go. Cut 19, cut 19. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And some space here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And some room to roam that. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll set up to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Back to 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check, Bobcat, check, Bob, check, man,
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable. Deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ready?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's able to find Melton. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. near the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Christian Watson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Hey, smash Bronco!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Pat the street! Pat the street! Ryan!
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
So how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
No, Reed, no! Hurt! 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 Hurt!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with a football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be out right at the 35. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10 from the shotgun to give to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.